have already hit me up talking about like how can you get into the oil fields? Can you put me down? Can you go ahead and give me a phone number or something like that? Can you basically give you a job? And I'm not doing that, y'all. Like I'm not going to sit up here and get you a job. I'm not doing it. It's super easy. Like it's not like you need me to get you a job. It's the fact that you all don't want to do the necessary steps to get the job. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not. If that were the case, I wouldn't have started this page to help you get a job or find a better job if you're already out here in the oil field. Okay? I wouldn't do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through a very generic basic step for those of you all who don't want to take that drive, that trip to West Texas. You don't want to take that trip, that's perfectly fine. Here's an easy way to go ahead, search up jobs in West Texas and get hired. But the results from you going to actual Midland, Odessa, Monahans, Pecos, the results will be a whole lot better and faster if you took your A to West Texas. But I understand not everybody has the financial resources. Nobody wants to stick their neck out there and take the risk. Like, I get that. You're not risk takers. I can respect that to a certain extent. But I'm going to show you all how to actually search for jobs in West Texas to get your foot in the oil field. If you've already got experience in the oil field, this probably isn't for you. Move around. You don't have to comment. You don't have to like. You don't have to share. You don't have to do none of that stuff. This is for people who are wanting life-changing money and they're making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year before taxes. Before taxes. They want to make that type of money after taxes, or they want to make 80, 90, six figures after taxes. And they want to go to the oil field, okay? This isn't for those, oh, I've been doing this 20 years, 30 years. Okay, move around, Landman. Since you know everything, since you got it, move around. So anyways, let's get into it, y'all. The first city that I want to look up is going to be Midland. All right, so this is like a whole blank slate. I haven't signed into Indeed. I'm just going blank slate. Then I'm going to search. I could search up oil and gas. I can search oil field. I can search gas industry. I can search hazmat tanker driver if I'm a CDL driver. I'm going to tell you something. If you have a CDL, like there's no excuse for you not to gain employment. There's no excuse for you not to get a job if that's something that you are seeking. The only challenge that you would have is what type of job that you would have or that you want. How do you want to get paid? Do you want to get paid by the mileage? Do you want to get paid by the load? Or do you want to get paid by the hour? I love the hour. But anyways, let's go down to, let's do this, okay? Let's just do oil and gas for those of you who are not familiar with the oil industry. Oil and gas, okay? That'll take you to all the most oil field jobs. And you can also filter this by job type, full time. This is definitely not a plug for Indeed at all. Shift schedule. I only work nights. I like working nights. Experience level. It could be entry. I wouldn't limit myself though because as you can see, there was like a senior level position, the very first one. But okay, let's get into it, you all. So once you look up, oil and gas, and you start looking for these positions, and you click on them, like CUD Energy, frac equipment operator. Especially if you have a CDL, I don't like CUD because they pay so crap. But 1750 is probably what you're looking at as a new hire. But the thing is, you're going to work 12, 13-hour shifts, and it's going to be, see right here, 12-hour shift, and you're going to get the overtime. In the oil fields, it really doesn't matter how much you get paid an hour. It's how many hours you get with the overtime. I'm going to say that again. You say, oh, how much do they pay? That's the wrong question. That is the wrong question. How many hours are they giving? How many hours are you putting on your timesheet? That is what you want to know. Then it's how much you get paid per hour. But it's the hours worked, how many hours you work a week, 70, 65, 70, 74, 80 hours a week. Then you want to worry about how much hours, how much you get, what's the hourly pay rate, okay? Um, because again, in the oil fields, we get a lot of us who are entry level. We get our money at overtime. You see, this is $12 an hour. $12 an hour, okay. But how many hours do you offer? 80, 100 hours a week. I can put that on my timesheet. Then you start doing the math. You're eating, okay. Field technician, frac fuel supervisor. That's more of a more experienced position. Material handler, oil and gas, like $20 an hour. You can also tell how much experience they have. If it's less than less than $20 an hour, you're probably entry level. Uh, Lease operator, protection tech, need more experience, most likely 32 to 37. Right, but a lot of times when you apply for these positions, if you don't qualify for one, a recruiter will resubmit, like reroute your application to another, a lower level position. You see, operations manager, floor hand, like this is entry level too. It can be an entry level position, floor hand on a drilling rig. So you all, I mean, my point is this. This is my point. Out of this video, what I want you to get from it, I want you to search up oil and gas. I want you to look up Midland, Odessa. You don't have to because they go hand in hand, but I want you to search up Odessa, Texas. I want y'all to write this down, be taking note, or make sure that you rewatch this video. The other one is Pecos, Texas. They're all next to each other, but they're different towns. All right? They've got different positions, right? Pecos, Texas is also booming. Mentone, if you want to put that in there, Mentone, right next to Pecos. All right? Mentone. Mentone, Texas. Monahans. I'm going to spell that wrong. Monahans. There it is. Monahans also. That's another oil and gas town, all right? So when you look up these locations, let's try to do Kermit. Kermit, oil and gas. Kermit, kill truck operator, industrial maintenance, Atlas Energy Solutions. You all, so I'm telling you, it's not necessarily what you're searching, it's what town as well, because that will help you kind of navigate the different positions that are available. Maybe not in Odessa, but Midland. So you want to just populate as many jobs as possible. All right. Just because you put West Texas, which I don't recommend, just because you put West Texas doesn't mean all the jobs that are going to be offered in West Texas are going to populate. They're going to show up. Hillsboro, Waco. See, that's Central Texas, right? So you don't want to be searching no bull crap like West Texas oil field. You want to search up specific towns like the ones I identified. I'm going to put them up here in the search bar. Odessa, Mentone, Pecos, Kermit, and I can go on and on. What's another one? I talked about Monahans. I'm going to spell that wrong, you all. I might be Mono. Monahans. All right, start there, and then look up oil and gas. If you're a CDL truck driver, CDL tanker hazmat, put that in the search bar. So let's do CDL Class A, and then I'm going to change all this, and I'm going to put Midland. I like Midland because it's closer to my town. I'm closer to where my home is, even if it is 30 minutes. I'm looking for jobs that are at least, that much closer to where I live. So Midland, Texas, VG Transport. I used to work there. Excalibur Rentals. We can talk about the money later, but I don't want you all to think that this is gold. 60 to 120,000. I don't want you all to look at this as gold. 120 to 148,000 for CDL truck drivers. They've got a lot of owner operators that used to work for them. Like, I can give you a review on a lot of these companies, you all, but that's not for today. I just want you all to understand, how do you look for jobs in the oil and gas industry in West Texas. It's the start with the town. I gave you several different towns that you want to start from. And then I also talked about how do you search, what are the search terms that you're looking for, all right? And that's it, oil and gas. It could be gas industry. It could be oil field, all right? So those are the key terms that you want to look up. And remember those towns that I told you that we are looking for positions. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I'm growing this channel. I'm trying to grow this channel out, but make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And I'm going to share part 2 of how you can get more in-depth jobs, more specific to you, entry level CDL drivers. I'm going to get more into that, but I want you all to start poking around. And the jobs that are most easiest to apply for, Indeed, you're going to push, I think it's like quick hires or quick apply or something like that. Let me see. This one I have apply now. So this one's apply now, and I think I can apply on Indeed itself, on the platform. I just upload my resume, and then, it'll give like a generic, hey, this person inquired about a job to CUD Energy Services. And then CUD will probably reach out to me and say, I need you to fill out the full application online. And then you just go through the hiring process that way. Or you can go directly to CUD's website and apply online. So there's several different ways that you can get in. Most of you all who are lazy and you want things done for you, Indeed is the best way to get into the oil field, because you don't have the resources, the financial resources, or you just don't want to drive to West Texas. Okay, cool. So you can go this route as well. Make sure that you like this video. I'm going to start a chain to where I am going to be walking you through all the different steps and how you can get a good job in the oil and gas industry. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel right now.